A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals offense returns to the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
That's not good enough, man.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 32 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Carr now on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll find Richard here underneath. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Carr completes it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr caught on the right side by Jones. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Again, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it with Jacobs, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Wilson now on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So we've reached half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That is both ways.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Like this, and then take it back, and it's this and that.
A handoff to Mixon. Muscles him off. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
I don't know what you do. Still do.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going up top. And that nearly the pick.
That's part of common sense and some of the stuff. Okay, then.
They needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
You do it, but you do it.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That could be my opinion, but sometimes that's how it comes across. Whether you mean for it to come across that way, but that's how it comes across. And I'm just telling you that. That's it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
What's the deal, y'all?
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Sometimes it might be the same, but I still be putting it out there.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 15. On the run, it's Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still goes over to the next game. Something,
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. Touchdown! Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling the...
And I'm quiet. There you go. You got the flow.
Hey, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
What I said
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Let's try to stay on subject. I asked about how you feel about me. You asked how I felt about us. I want the same in return, please. There you go.
Throwing now is Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
You know, you just come out and say what you got to say. It shouldn't be that hard now. But I didn't say
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Caught by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back to Mixon on first down. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Burrow. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab, and the Bengals add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Carr. He'll find Jones again, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Joe Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, Mixon, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42, the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Now, this may be one of those games as a quarterback where you just want to go home, draw the curtains, get the ice cream out of the freezer, stay home till Wednesday.
Yeah, but I wouldn't advise that, because if you stay home till Wednesday, the backup's going to have your job on Tuesday, all right? So I would say get out of bed, but I understand the sentiment. What a tough go for him. Defense, active all game long, foiled everything he tried to do, and then finished it off in a big way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And the numbers show it, low involvement early, but since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw his Carr. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
One final try now for Carr. Caught outright by Renfro. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A lot of people fake a lot of shit. Why? I don't know. For attention. That's the only thing I'm thinking. It ain't that much attention.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
There's a lot of shit I seen on TV, shit in reality. But I done heard shit like that before. Seen it on shows and movies. Shit crazy as hell. But hey, more power to them. Just pray for people like that. That's what I do.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, a politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 59 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Throwing Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow now off the bootleg. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow on play action. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, 36 yards.
And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, that's complete into the hands of Myers. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
What channel? What station? What up?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mixon with it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Burrow going for it on 4th. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one has certainly been...
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run again with Harris. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
I thought you would have ass on now.
And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England trying to get a place on offense.
The time is left. That's an easy.
Now Jones throwing after the interception. Looking sideline, incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
On second down, this is Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. This complete to Henry over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
You go ahead and throw it. Thank you. I have my
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong running. 85 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Patriots have it. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 71 yards. And the Bengals.
Send this to my little YouTube